Aloha. Aloha from Maui. I am Serena Garretts, and I am so grateful and happy to have been invited to do another class here in Spruce Society because I am super passionate about all things young living, and I have so much to share with you today on the topic of how to achieve better rest and sleep. So I am super excited to see every single one of you. Thank you so much for being here. Let me know in the comments below how you are enjoying your Ningxia Red beverage today, because we know you are. Your 14-day resetting, right? If you don't know what that means, let me know and I will let you know. Because I'm doing a mild version of the 14-day reset. I'm already drinking 4 ounces of Ningxia Red a day, 4 to 6. So today I'm having my Ningxia Red in, this is actually green tea and yerba mate that I made yesterday. Green tea and yerba mate with ginger and spearmint. And I refrigerated it overnight, and it was like this much of the of that green tea and yerba mate with spearmint. And then I added the Ningxia Red, so it was like 1.5 ounces. And then I drank a little bit down, and I added some fresh passion fruit. You can probably see it like floating around down in there. And then a couple drops of lime and a little bit of sulfurzyme powder. So that's what I'm having right now, and I'll have something different later. But I'd love to hear from you how you are enjoying your Ningxia Red today. And if you are not yet enjoying Ningxia Red, I'd like to tell you that one of the benefits, clinically studied and proven benefits of drinking Ningxia Red every day is that your sleep will improve. My dog is chewing on her treat in the background, so hopefully you hear the nice hand pan music and not the dog chewing on her bone. But I'm actually tempted to take it away from her at this point. I didn't realize it was going to be so loud. Grab your favorite oil, drop a couple drops in your hands, go ahead and inhale that fragrance, and I'm going to take care of my dog here. While you're getting your sip of water, your Ningxia drink, or inhaling that fragrance there, we're just going to pause. We're going to take a pause. That's mine. Stop. You give it. Give it. It's mine. Good girl. Thank you. Yeah, these are shards. We don't want to eat that. You can have this though, okay? I love you. Thank you for giving me the bone. Good girl. Good girl. Good girl. All right. So grab your pen and your paper because it is going to be quite the download of information for you today. And, I am going to ask for some audience participation at various times. So I hope you will contribute because that just makes it more enriching for others. All right. So, thank you again for being here. I'm Serena Garretts from Maui, Hawaii. Now you know what I'm drinking. And, like I said, Ningxia Red is one of the things on the list of, things that can help you sleep better. So, just as with anything else, in order to balance out, it's not just one factor. It's many factors. So I'm going to share with you pretty much everything that I can on the physical, mental, emotional, physiological, oil, supplement, spiritual, mindset, protocols. I'm just going to give it all to you. And then at the end, you are welcome to ask questions at any time, but I will go back over them after the class and of course comment on all of your comments. So I do enjoy the questions, and I am ready to start sharing. So let me know when I said go get a drop of oil. What oil did you drop? I'm going to drop a lavender. Did you know that lavender is a vitality oil and that you can take it under your tongue? It's a little bit of an intense flavor, but I'm going to tell you this. If you're really having trouble sleeping, try a drop of lavender under your tongue and then just tap into that. Lay back down, tap into that. It's going to be like, whoa, but it's not going to hurt you. It's just going to be like, whoa, lavender up going like this, right? Because it rises and it also clears out like all of these chakras. Like it's all clearing and making you open and like ready to receive divine energy for your rest. So lavender is good for a million reasons, but putting it under your tongue gets it into your bloodstream really quickly and into your brain really quickly, and it will help you relax. There is absolutely no question at all that you will relax if you take a drop of lavender vitality under your tongue. So it may not be the first one that you reach for taste or flavor preference purposes, but I'm telling you, it works. So that is my first suggestion, is make sure you always have lavender around. I usually really enjoy hand pan music, but right now it's actually bothering me, and the birds sound really good. And I live here in Maui, Hawaii, so we've got a lot of birds around where we live. I am currently using my Aria diffuser, my white Aria diffuser, and I am still diffusing Christmas spirit. So give me a Christmas tree if you are still diffusing Christmas spirit in your house. And also, I wanted to mention that making a mist of whatever, okay? Frankincense and lavender, lavender and whatever, okay? Making a mist bottle and having this available in your bedroom so you can mist yourself at any time for like relaxation purposes, or ladies, if you're feeling hot and flustered in the evenings. That's a whole nother subject. And that can also be the reason that you're not sleeping well, is if your hormones are not balanced, but we have products for that. So, making a mist, this happens to be frankincense and rose, which I just love having all over me at all times, daytime, nighttime. But this is a little hack. You can make a big one like I have here, or you can make a small one and have a little 1 ouncer and keep it around and just or you can even get spray tops for your lavender bottles and then make a little mini mist and keep it by the bed and just mist yourself with that, and allow yourself to feel that. Daisy, can you go lay down for me, please? All right. So good sleep starts in the morning when you wake up, and everything that I have to share with you today is like take it or leave it. Like, these are just things that I have found or have been scientifically proven to assist you in regulating your sleep cycles and getting better, deeper, more wonderful, restful sleep, so that you can get this kind of glow at 51. So waking up grateful and seeing the sunrise is actually one of the most important things that I do to set myself up for good rest in the evening. Because if you're stressed in the evening, you're not going to be able to rest. So starting the day off with a good attitude and just thinking of 3 things that I'm grateful for immediately, and they don't have to be big things. They can literally be, and often are, my bed, the dog, and whatever, the feel of the comfortable sheets or whatever. I just immediately express gratitude for being alive. And if I can get early morning sunlight, and fortunately where I live, I'm actually able to watch the sunrise through the trees and get that super early red light from the sun. That light is very healing to you in lots of ways, and it helps to establish our circadian rhythm so that later when it comes time to go to bed, we actually are ready to go to bed when the sun starts going down. And so I found that like regulating myself with the sun actually really helps, and getting that early morning sun in your eyes and like on you and in you, and like having a minute of meditation with the sun can really change the way that your whole day flows. And you may not think it's a big deal, but it actually is. Another thing that's super important to good sleep that often gets overlooked as a factor is hydration. So why don't we take a moment to grab some water, because you can't just pound it before bed. You got to drink water all throughout the day. Half your body weight in ounces is what's recommended. Dehydration affects your sleep. It also affects your brain and everything else. All right, so I am going to, if you want to check out this peek over here. No barking, please. I'm on a live video. So these are the things I'm going to be rolling through one after the other and sharing with you how I use them, why they're in my nighttime routines. And then I also have a list of things for you to avoid consuming. I have a no list and I have a yes list. So just wonderful. And number one thing that everyone I feel should have if they need help with their sleep is a Valor roller. Whether you make it yourself or you buy it, which I do, and oftentimes I'll use my points to get it. The Valor roller is my number one tool. If I can only have one tool from the catalog at all, it will be my Valor roller. And I use this throughout the day to reduce my stress, as well as definitely, I'm going to share with you right now what I do with it at night. So I tend to clench my jaws out of tension. And I also have some neck issues. So there's like extra tension and stuff up in my neck area. So I put it like just right, you can feel where your jawbone is, right? And I just do this little C right here. And I do this little C right here. And then I go down, and like your vagus nerve is right there. Hello, hello. So putting this here and like just massaging that into the jaw. If you or anybody you know has teeth grinding or jaw tension at night, this will help tremendously if you do this. Even back behind this ear bone a little bit also feels really good. I also use my Valor roller, no licking please, all over my chest. And then I put it up my spine, starting at my sacrum. And I put it up my spine as far as I can. And then I put it down my spine as far as I can. And then I try to rub it into my whole spine. And then I put it all over my lower back. And then all over my chest. And then I just smell it. And that is like absolutely there every night. I do that every night. And that's a protocol in itself. If you're just going to do one thing to help yourself, Valor before bed, all over those places. Oh, and your feet too. Stop licking, please. I'll wash your feet later. We didn't have quite enough time after the park to take care of some things. Okay, so I might jump around a little bit, but you're going to get it all. The information is going to be downloaded to you. So like I said, it starts in the daytime, and it starts with drinking water. It also starts with your diet. If you're consuming foods that are inflammatory or difficult to digest, you're going to have a harder time sleeping. And so we do actually have products and oils that can help with that. However, I'm recommending that you tend to your dietary experiences and make sure that you're eating well and what's right for your body, and making sure you're digesting your foods and giving yourself enough time to digest your food. So personally, I think that I recommend not eating 2 hours before bed. Do I always follow that? Absolutely not. But do I recommend it? Absolutely. And I always make the last meal of the day my lightest meal. So oftentimes I make a pureed vegetable soup every week. And I also have venison bone broth at all times available to myself. So I'll eat or goat milk yogurt and some bananas or berries is something that I might eat later in the evening. I eat my bigger meal earlier, like 4 or 5, sometimes even 3. So that is something that I've shifted in my life that has helped me sleep tremendously. Now, let me just do a quick little background for you here. I'm not just sharing about sleep because, oh, the neighbor's dog is here. Daisy, come inside. The timing. I'm not just sharing this because, oh, these are things I've learned or whatever. No, I used to be addicted to sleeping pills, and all the way back into my teenage years, I would take cough syrups. I would take all kinds of different things to try to sleep. I had sleeping issues, insomnia my whole life. And as I had more and more trauma, then I had more and more drama that was replaying at night in my dreams. I was taking medication for nightmares. It was a serious thing. Okay, so I've been completely natural for 5 years because of Young Living and my other choices that have supported that. So I'm coming from a place of like I know what it's like not to sleep. For many reasons, pain, digestion, stress, like trauma, all of it. Okay, so I'm really excited to share these things with you because these are all very valuable tools that I found that have helped me a lot. So not eating 2 hours before bed will help you sleep better. There's no question about that. And eating light for your last meal will also help you digest better and help you rest better. I recommend before bed taking Life 9 probiotic every night. To help your body do what it does in its gut and help your gut support itself overnight. And also, I'm currently out, but I strongly recommend the Detoxzyme enzymes that we sell. I heard that Gary Young said people could take a small handful of those a day and it would do them well, or something along those lines. And once I heard that at convention, I started taking 4 or 5 a night. And it really helps everything. It helps my digestion during the day. It helps elimination. It helps nightmares. I'm not joking. If you're actually having nightmares, get Detoxzyme today. But go put it in your cart because it is... Oh, thanks, Kathy. Thank you. So honestly, Detoxzyme is serious. If you need help sleeping, you need to be having more enzymes in your diet. I would also then recommend... digestive enzymes while you're eating during the day. All of this matters, right? Because this is all like, we are a system and we're a cyclical being. We have rhythms and cycles that we operate in, and we want to support those natural rhythms and cycles. And then, of course, naturally we'll get good rest. I also want to take this opportunity to suggest exercise during the day. at some point during the day, in the morning, in the afternoon, in the evening, half an hour of moving around. I don't care. Dance around your house, walk on a treadmill, go walk around your neighborhood, whatever you do, bounce up and down, whatever you do something to keep your chi flowing so that later when it's time to go to bed, you'll also be more tired. Okay, make sure you drink. Things that you eat are going to affect it. Not eating 2 hours before bed. Okay, here's another one. This is not going to be the most popular one, but it's absolutely true. Turn your freaking phone off 2 hours before you go to bed. I mean, off. Unless you need to leave it on for an emergency, but put it in the other room. If you sleep with your cell phone or other devices that emanate Wi-Fi and all that in your bedroom, you will not sleep as well. So let me say that the other way. If you remove all devices, as many electronic and EMF producing devices, out of your sleeping space and as far away from you as possible and turned off if possible, unplugged if possible, you're going to have better sleep. Because I don't want to go into debates on things, but it's like measurable. It really is. The EMFs are measurable. And just think about it. It's like these invisible vibes of 5G going all over the Wi-Fi and everything. And you're trying to sleep. And no wonder when none of us can sleep, because it's all this like energetic interference. We are energetic electrical beings. So our biofield does become affected by the EMFs of our phones, our devices, all that stuff. So while I'm a huge advocate of utilizing soft music in the evening or even like a relaxing meditation, I am not a fan of using my phone, and I have actually started listening to nature instead. But whatever you do, I don't recommend having your phone on and broadcasting near you in the 2 hours before you go to bed. And I do also have to recommend, before I get into the like product after product here, and I'm glad I have an hour here, TV, all that stuff, news, internet, all that stuff, keep it positive before you're going to go to sleep. If you are, God bless you, one of these people that watches murder mysteries right before you go to bed, honey, don't tell me you can't sleep. Hopefully it helps you sleep. But what's going to go in is going to stew in there. So like if you're looking at upset, news, or you reading upset letters from people, or you're working really hard on numbers and stuff right before you go to bed, or you're just scrolling and consuming whatever, you're going to go to sleep with all of that vibrational stuff like all over. You practically need a shower with some salt, which by the way is something that I highly recommend in the evening, a bath or a shower with a little bit of salt. And you can just put some salt in your hand. You can bless that salt up and put your intentions in there, and then just rub it all over the back of your neck, just the same way we do with like white angelica, but in the water in the shower. And that salt natural salt, sea salt, will help ground you, and also just to help you relax a little bit. So, and also purify your energy field so that you can go to sleep without other energies on you interfering in your field as well, on a vibrational level. So Ningxia Red, please drop me a purple heart below if any of this has helped you so far and you've got at least one tip. All right, let's talk real quick about two more supplements quickly for the evening. If you are working on getting your, there's three. If you are working on getting yourself in balance and getting everything in order, you're probably going to wind up taking a lot of supplements for a while, or maybe for a long time, like I do. This is one that's only recommended to take, this is ImmuPro, for a couple weeks at a time. This is not meant for prolonged usage. And the reason is because it contains melatonin. And melatonin is okay. Thanks, Kathy. Melatonin is okay to take, but it's not okay to become dependent on anything. And we don't want to confuse our bodies and let our bodies think that we don't need to produce our own melatonin, because we do. So if we over supplement with things sometimes then that our body can produce on its own, then our body goes like, oh, I don't need to produce melatonin. She takes 10 milligrams of it every night. And then when you try to stop the 10 milligrams of melatonin, you're in a pickle. So I really like ImmuPro because it has the melatonin and it has the mushroom blend that helps to boost your immune response while you sleep. It also has zinc, selenium, copper, calcium, other things in there to help it. And I like these. I like these a lot, but I do not take them all the time. And I definitely don't recommend taking them all the time. because you don't want to become dependent. And the same with our sleep essence capsules. Those are wonderful, like especially if you're going to go on a trip or if you're having like a really stressful period of time. Those sleep essence capsules can also be, they're like a liquid gel. They can be very helpful for rest, especially if you're on like I said, traveling on a vacation or something, or if you have guests over or something and you need extra help sleeping because you have guests in your house. That's again a short-term supplement that Young Living makes that would be really helpful. This was Immu Pro, which is a chewable, and then there's one called Sleep Essence, which is sometimes in stock and sometimes out of stock, but it's a liquid gel. And I don't remember what all is in it, but it will definitely help you sleep. All right, let's go back to the daytime. So we talked about making sure you're hydrated. We talked about making sure your foods are clean and that you're eating well and you're eating in good groups and, taking your enzymes. And then it's the evening. Now, there's a couple more supplements that you could have taken during the day. And you can mix also with your Ningxia Red. Is this Ningxia Greens powder? You're welcome, Maricela. Thank you. The Ningxia Greens powder does also have the adaptogenic mushrooms in it, which you cannot taste at all. I have it in, I usually put it in my red drink. This is like a mini red drink that I made just for right now. It's like a little extra I made for myself. But my big red drink that I'm going to make later, I always put in sulfurzyme powder and I always put in the Ningxia Greens. And so I actually like this so much. We got this free, as you will get sometimes free gifts with purchase. So I always recommend spending $300 on loyalty rewards every month. It'll change your life. And then you just share with your friends and people that you meet who are interested, and then you get money back, and then your stuff's paid for. That's goals right there. So this is really good for you. Got greens, got Ningxia, got mushrooms. Taking this during the day will help you sleep at night. All right. Another thing that I take in the evening is Mega Cal. This is a supplement that was created for Mary Young by Gary Young, and this is a 1 teaspoon, and you put it in 1 cup of water an hour after a meal or an hour before bed. So if you stop eating 2 hours before bed, then your food is like kind of pretty much sort of kind of maybe digested. That hours, that's better 3 hours before bed, but I know not everyone can do that. And I'm definitely not an intermittent faster. It's not for me, but like the furthest before bed that I can eat, the better. Because having this, it bubbles up, kind of lemon, lime, bubbly kind. And yeah, I just don't like putting it on top of food. Like it feels better if my stomach's a little bit more empty. So Mega Cal is a nice calcium magnesium supplement that you can take in the evening. And then that leads me to, let me just talk real quick about magnesium. Magnesium is something that not only helps relax the muscles and can relax pain, overall body pain, but magnesium is also, you can give it to yourself through taking Epsom salt baths because the magnesium will soak into your skin. It also can relieve muscle cramps. So if you're like having lots of different types of muscle cramps, it probably means you're low in magnesium. And there's a lot of different ways to supplement magnesium. But one of my favorite ways, this is not a Young Living product. This is just something I found on Amazon after I found it at the local health food store and I heard about it. It's called magnesium oil. Magnesium oil. And all it is magnesium chloride brine. And this is the best deodorant. I have a Young Living stick deodorant and I use it. However, this stuff is amazing and it also helps relax your muscles and you can pour it into the bath and it's like $20 for this whole thing. So just go on Amazon if you want and find another brand or whatever. I don't even know if I went back again, if this brand would even still be there. So I'm not promoting the brand or anything. I'm just saying magnesium oil is something I recently discovered because I didn't have Epsom salts. And then I was looking for an alternative deodorant as well. And the magnesium oil is amazing. So I was previously using milk of magnesia and then this is more clean. So getting magnesium supplement is really good. All right, so in terms of supplements for the evening, that's that. Let's go backwards. So now we're in the middle of the day. We're eating our meals. We're doing our things. We're using our oils throughout the day to make sure that we are in balance and not stressed. And so let's talk real quick about oils that we would use in the morning and throughout our day to balance our hormones as women. This trio right here, ladies, if you are not currently aware of this trio, Progessence Plus, Endoflex, and Clary Sage, write those 3 down, especially if you're over 40, okay? I'm personally 51 years old. I'm postmenopausal. I was surgically menopausal. 6 years ago, I had all of my reproductive system removed due to stage 4 endometriosis. And that was ironically when I met my enroller, Dr. Pat McLean, and changed my life completely with Young Living products, and my lifestyle changed completely as well, healing from that disease. So, and I look younger now than I did 10 years ago. So these 3 oils will help you balance your hormones. And lots and lots of people know how to use them, and you can, I'll look it up in here. You can ask me. It's very simple. But I would start with Progestins Plus. If you are not taking Progestins Plus and you have any kind of hormonal imbalance system, I don't care. You get headaches, you get hot flashes, you're moody, whatever, anything, your periods are wrong, whatever, take Progestins Plus. Yeah, 50s are good, right? Take Progestins Plus, okay? And like, you can take this topically. Some of us have chosen to take it sublingually, even though that's not the way it's instructed. I have really, like, I got through surgical menopause with Young Living supplements, and this serum and Endoflex, which helps to balance your thyroid. So I put a roller on this, and I just do this every day, and then I put it over my adrenals. Add a little nutmeg in the Endoflex for some extra energy. Write that one down, nutmeg in your Endoflex. And then put a roller on the top. And so I actually have one Progestins Plus that has a roller on it, and one that doesn't, because when I was like, I had surgical menopause, so I was having probably 27,000 hot flashes a night, and it was, my mood swings were, I was like deeply depressed and crazy. It was really intense, very intense surgical menopause. And from nothing, I wasn't even perimenopausal, so I went from nothing to like full bore, and it was really intense. And these helped a lot. So Progestins Plus, a lot of women have a great reaction to Progestins Plus simply by using it just a little once a day, 1 or 2 drops even. In fact, one of my good friends just posted a reel about how she was like 80% better from her chronic fatigue issues and all of her other illness issues. And then she started using Progestins Plus, and after like 6 months, she says she feels 95% better. So that's huge. That's huge. And Progestins Plus is amazing. So every single day I use Progestins Plus. Every single day I use Endoflex, and this is usually in the morning when I get out of the shower. And then also every single day I use Clary Sage, and when I'm getting out of the shower, I just drop it on my wet chest, and I just rub it all into my chest, and I smell it, and I'm just like, yes. So that is the hormone trio. There's also some supplements Young Living makes. That's a whole nother class. And you can also look it up if you just go to our search bar here. If you're new to the group, it's easy to look things up here. You just go to the search bar and type in hormone balancing or hormones or Endoflex or whatever, and you'll find all of the information there. How to use it, what it's made with, all that kind of stuff. So those 3 are a really strong suggestion if you feel that your sleeplessness is, or that your sleep is being affected by your hormones. That is something. So I'm going to ask a quick favor. I am unable to see the time while I'm recording this, and I don't have any clocks around. So if Maricela, if you or anyone else who's watching is going to stick around, let me know when I've got 15 minutes left. That would be great, because I can't see the clock. And I don't want to lose the video by messing up the screen. All right. So taking care of your hormones involves not just let's buy products and let's use oils and let's do protocols. It also involves switching your laundry detergent. So if you're new here and you haven't yet switched your laundry detergent, I want to strongly recommend that you switch your laundry detergent to Thieves, because you're sleeping in and like wearing the fabrics that you're washing in the detergents, and the detergents that are not clean, that have lots of toxins in them, or even some toxins, even one toxin. It's just a little toxins. Like, I don't, I mean, yes, I dye my hair blue, but I wash my shit in Thieves. Excuse me. Sorry, my language. Sorry, I apologize. Because it has to be, it has to be pure. If it's going on my skin is going to imbibe all of that. It has to be clean. And if you are not using toxin-free detergent, you are making your whole life worse. It's going to mess your hormones up. It's going to give you brain fog. You think you can't sleep. Go fix your detergent. That's like a real big one right there. And your also what you're cleaning with. If you haven't switched your cleaner and your detergent, Those are two major things. I'll just throw it in right here that if you still have, and it's okay if you do, things that you're attached to that have synthetic fragrance in them, whether it's the shampoo you used to use or the plug-in that you still love or the scented candle you can't give up or the perfume that your grandma gave you. If you're still using that stuff in your environment, that can be altering your hormonal expression, and you can be having a lack of sleep or quality of sleep, including things like asthma, allergies, skin allergies, headaches, and all these other things can all be generated because you're still using synthetic fragrance. So with love, I just need to throw that out there that, I never want to recommend that people go out and run and buy this and buy this oil and do all this stuff if you're not eliminating the things that could be causing the problems as well. So I have to share that with love. All right. My passion fruit is stuck. Okay. All right. Let's go back to the middle of the day. We are going through the day. We're using our oils. We're using we're drinking our Ningxia. We're eating well. We're getting down to the end of the day. And now we're going to talk about what to use at the end of the day. So we've already agreed that we're going to stop eating 2 to 3 hours before bed, ideally. And just try one of these habits at a time until you master it. Mostly master it, Be like an 85-15 person, and 85% of the time you've mastered your sleep habits and 15% of the time you scroll or you do whatever. Just get to that point first, okay? Don't worry about being perfect, and don't worry about like implementing all of these things, okay? Just pick one thing and start adding it into your regimen until it's like a solid part of your life. And I mean, I didn't get here overnight. It's just 5 years. Actually, it's a lifetime of learning, but 5 years of, crafting these self-care regimens for myself. So, like I said, start with the supplementation and your diet and your water and make, all of that. And keeping your phone off in the late evening, and maybe, and please don't pick up like a Stephen King book or something like that either. Like, keep it nice for yourself. Like, maybe do some stretching, maybe make a bath, maybe have some tea. So I always use organic tea because I don't want to drink pesticides. And this one is a stress relief. It's called Kava Stress Relief from Yogi Tea. You can drink chamomile tea. There's like so many different teas, but I do recommend making organic because, and if you can get loose tea, it's actually better for you because then you're not drinking tea bag tea. Even if it's unbleached, you're still drinking tea bag tea. And I drink tea bag tea sometimes too, but to get the like loose teas if you can, and sometimes you can get them in bulk too, and they have like, this one's like valerian, chamomile, lavender, lemon myrtle, spearmint, or if you have a garden, then you can grow these things and you can dry the herbs yourself and make your own delicious evening teas. But slowing down and taking the time to listen to a meditation or listen to something uplifting or really calming music, like frequency music or hand pan music or soft piano or gentle whatever makes you happy to listen to that calms you down music. And if you can do some evening stretching, that's like amazingly ideal. And if you can't, at least like you've had your meal, make yourself a nice cup of tea. Make it a little ritual. Put some honey in it or don't. But make yourself a nice little cup of tea, or get some of our golden turmeric powder, and you can make yourself some golden milk in the evening, which is a really nice thing to do as well. It's kind of like chai, but without the tea. And but the golden turmeric has a beautiful mango rose flavor, and it's really delicious. And you can use oat milk, almond milk, real milk, organic please, and whatever else you want. And you can make yourself a little golden milk and have yourself like a little, or even like some heirloom cacao, and make yourself like a little nurturing beverage, for like your pre-bed thing. And then go write in your journal. Like maybe write about what went right in the day, and I'm talking about 5 minutes. I'm not talking about get out and you have to write 3 hours in your journal. I'm just saying these are all suggestions for things that you can do in that like hour or 2 hours after you've turned off your phone and you're like, okay, well, I'm supposed to do bedtime rituals. What am I doing? Take a shower, take a bath, do a salt scrub, do a body scrub, make a tea, write down the things that went well for you in the day, plan your next day, tidy your bedroom, while listening to, oh no, you've turned off your phone. So, unless you're still going to listen to soft music or whatever, but, at least no more like scrolling and activity and like math and all that, and like messaging and all that stuff. Stop before you go to bed. Something else that I want to bring up at this time is that like your environment is going to affect your sleep. So this is everything from like, can you hear your neighbors, to what's playing in the background, to how does your room smell, to what's the temperature, to how good is your bed. So one of the things that I have on my bed is called a biomat, and it's a far infrared heat producing biomat that has amethyst crystals in it. And I have a lot of body pain because I went over a cliff many years ago, and I've been in some other accidents, been through a lot of stuff. And so sleeping, starting my night, resting on the biomat relaxes my body pain. Okay, we're gonna go talk about pain now and how pain can interfere with your sleep. So first we'll talk about environment. So making your environment cozy for yourself is really important to good sleep. No blue light. If you've got one of those light bulbs that are like color light bulbs and you can change the color, make it pink, orange, or red. Not the purple. And if you've got a diffuser that changes colors, I do not recommend using green or blue in the nighttime. I recommend the purpley pink one, or the red one, or the orange one. And the reason is because those colors actually help to like bring your energy down into a more centered place, and also helps your eyes relax. Because as you know, blue light helps to make you really alert, which is why we're always trying to block the blue light, right? So the red light actually helps your body to calm down. So that's recommended if you want to use some color therapy in your room, or at least make soft lighting, turn off any, bright glaring lights, maybe get some like of the LED candles, or, whatever you need to do to make like a soft, relaxing setting. And I go about and I set my diffusers. One of my favorite things, we'll talk about environment here, we'll talk about diffusing. So absolutely diffuse in the evenings. And I switch over to something like Dreamcatcher, which has, these both have blue tansy. Peace and Calming are two of my favorite evening blends to use from Young Living. And of course, anytime that I need to calm down. And there's a million things that you can diffuse to help you sleep better at night. I would actually love it if you would, at this point, if you would share with me in the comments, just to make sure you're still awake, what is your favorite thing to diffuse at night, or what did you diffuse last night? Or what will you diffuse tonight? So, there's so many different things. One of my friends swears by orange and marjoram for sleeping, and I was like, marjoram, and she's like, marjoram, and I'm like, okay, more marjoram. I'd love to know. Yeah, thanks for sharing, Kathy. What's your go-to blend? So for me, Daisy, my dog, really responds well to the oils of blue tansy. So Dreamcatcher and Peace of Calming are our go-to. Sometimes I'll do Stress Away. And sometimes I'll just do something totally different, like lavender. And I love lavender and cedarwood. I was going to say lavender and cedarwood's one of my favorite anointing oils also. I need a time check. If somebody's able to do that for me, I would really appreciate letting me know. So as far as diffusion, it's very personal, and there's so many different things you can diffuse. But I will take this opportunity to share with you that one of the most important oils I feel for your bedtime ritual that you should use in some way, any way, as many ways as you can, is frankincense. Frankincense is spiritually protective and helps align you with the Great Spirit and keep you in basically a bath of holy light. So you can drop frankincense on your head. You can put frankincense on the back of your neck. And you can put frankincense on your forehead to erase wrinkles and clear the energy from your third eye. And you can smell that frankincense, and you can bathe yourself in the light of Christ, okay? Frankincense is very, very powerful, and very, very healing, and very, very grounding, and very, very centering and protective. So if you feel like vibes are off and you need like protective vibes that you want to put, it's also boosting to your immune system. Okay, so like everything is multi-level, multi-meaning, and frankincense is one of the most important oils. I feel that everyone should be anointing themselves with frankincense every single day. Absolutely, 100%. Yeah, me too. Yes, Kathy, absolutely. And we know that it's the same oil in the Vitality label as it is with the regular label. So couldn't resist. Just wondering if someone can give me a time check. I'm not able to see a clock right now. Kathy, that would be awesome if you could do that. Other oils that I recommend putting either in the diffuser or anointing yourself with at night are obviously lavender. 305. Oh five. Okay, thank you. It's the oh 05. So I've got 25 minutes. Perfect. Thank you. So lavender is my obvious number one go-to for relaxing. Diffuse it, use it, drop it, sniff it, put it under your tongue. Lavender. Yeah, cool. Thanks. I got it. Thank you so much, guys. Appreciate it. Just needed that 05. All right, so lavender is definitely a number one oil to be used every night for resting. I'm saving my very favorite oil for last. We were discussing environment. Remove like clutter also, and like stressful things from your environment, like work related things also, maybe like remove them from your resting environment. Creating that bed, creating that beautiful environment for yourself with the clean sheets and the diffuser going and the low lighting and the nice gentle music. I also, in the environment, I also recommend the utilization of rocks and crystals to help ground your energy. This is actually a rock from a beach here on Maui, which I would never take from the island because you're not supposed to do that. But because I live here, I have this rock from a beach, and I will also often hold this rock to like help me feel grounded and to bring me into centeredness. I also have pieces of selenite, which is a cleansing and clearing crystal in my windowsills of my bedrooms. Well, actually, my whole house has pieces of selenite in the windowsills because it helps to bring in angelic energy and create a shield of white celestial light around the openings of the home. You can also take any oil like frankincense or any holy oil and mix it with some salt and sprinkle it around in a clockwise circle around your home, calling in whatever positive energies you want to call in. And that can also help protect your home from outside influences. Okay, so as far as diffusing, I'm also going to recommend white angelica, especially if you're having a hard time with anything and there's other people involved. White angelica gets rid of other people's energy and helps you tune into your divine energy, your singular connected space, and also helps to keep your angel guides around you and help you just be spiritually clean. So if you feel fear for whatever reason, even if it's not spiritual fear, if you feel fear over like, or doom or like dread, I definitely recommend diffusing white angelica at night. Two more oils that I'm going to talk about for nighttime real quick. Incan Melissa, or the other Melissa. If you're feeling hopeless and you're having trouble sleeping because of depression or anxiety, you're playing over things in your head and your head is just running over and over and over and over and over and over about things and stuff, and you're worried, and especially if it's worry over health issues, I recommend Incan Melissa. Can be dropped, can be sniffed, and also put on the diffuser. Because Melissa just creates an incredibly protective vibe. If you want to tap into like divine father mother energy, put Melissa and frankincense, or frankincense and myrrh, or frankincense and any flower oil, and you'll have that divine parent protection feel diffusing, and that will obviously help you sleep. Another oil that I recommend utilizing at nighttime as needed or as a protocol is cypress, and this is one of the oils from the Oils of Ancient Scripture set. And this oil is an amazing anointing oil for a number of reasons. But let me just say this. If you rub it on your lower belly, if you have to like go to the bathroom several times a night and pee several times a night, and you rub some cypress, probably diluted for some people, it doesn't bother my skin. It does bother other people's skin. But you rub that cypress on your lower abdomen and you won't have to get up and go as much. Now, I tend to drink a lot of water in the night anyway. So I still wind up having to get up and go, but I go less. And cypress over the womb is a very powerful healer. That's all I'm going to say. And your feet, putting it on your feet. Also on your thighs, if you're wanting to get engaged in some lovemaking with your partner. Cypress on the thighs increases circulation to the area. So that's another whole thing. It has nothing to do with sleep. That's a different class, and we're not going to talk about that other subject. But cypress is very holy and will help you if you put it on your feet, tops and bottoms of your feet, and say, I am safe, as you're anointing yourself with the oil, then that will also help you be grounded and help you feel safe so that you can relax your nervous system so that you can sleep. Speaking of relaxing nervous systems, These next and almost last set of oils that we're going to go over here. Oh, we didn't go through the pain thing, but we'll get there in a minute. This next and almost last set of oils here, we're going to talk about relaxing the nervous system. And this is coming from somebody who is, I took anxious medication for years, and I have a really long history of trauma that I've overcome a lot of it and integrated and learned how to work with. And, all of these things are things that are assisting me in learning how to regulate my nervous system. If you have anxiety, you struggle with that, I recommend learning about the vagus nerve and exercises that you can learn to do that are free to calm yourself throughout the day, such as tapping or humming and all these other things you can do to calm your vagus nerve so that you'll be more likely to sleep at night. I forgot to mention cortisol. If you know you're in a cortisol loop and you're producing tons of cortisol because like something's super stressing you out, get the cortisol supplement, because if your cortisol is running too high because you're too stressed, you will not be able to sleep at night. And taking the cortisol for a few weeks at a time and then a few weeks off and then a few weeks back on can help to regulate all of that and thus give you better sleep. I forgot to mention that earlier. All right, I'm going to speed up a little bit because I know we're running out of time and I want to make sure to share everything I can. Another oil, any of the blue oils are going to help you sleep. The blue tansy, if it's in anything, blue cypress, blue chamomile, which is also called German chamomile. I'm acting like you're a nose. I was like, here, do you want to sniff it? Oh my God, I cannot believe I just did that. That's pretty funny. Well, at least we're present together, right? So there is a vitality of this. Now, this is another one that if you cannot sleep and you have tried all the other things, you rolled it on and you're diffusing and you rubbed on oils and you did your thing, you foot massaged yourself and you drank your tea and you're still laying there staring at the stars, go get German chamomile and take a drop of that under your tongue. And I'm telling you, you're going to go like, whoa, and then you're going to sleep. So German chamomile, I actually usually take with me if I travel, because or I take it, for sure. You can always put it in a capsule if you don't want to take it under your tongue. It'll work just fine, but why waste the capsule? Just put it under your tongue. Heavy hitting floral oils, Lang Lang, jasmine. Obviously this is a really old bottle. These oils act as hypnotics and they will help you sleep. These oils are specifically helpful. I'm saying this from my experience and experience of my downline members and friends and people I had talked to. My friend told me about the German chamomile and it works. Oh, it works. It works. With the lavender especially. You take a drop of lavender and that doesn't work and you take a drop of chamomile, now you're good night. The jasmine, what was I going to say? I just got sidetracked. They're hypnotics. Oh, for people who are recovering from opioid addiction and the use of benzos. I find, and I was one of those people, so, but I'm recovered at this point for many years, but I did used to use them to calm myself by prescription. And jasmine, I find that the jasmine and Lang Lang especially, and neroli are the three most powerfully hypnotic, and like they just put you immediately in like a seated, warm, safe space that's sweet, that you're like nurtured immediately by the mother energy. And I highly recommend investing in any of these oils, the Lang Lang, the lavender, the jasmine or neroli. And rose is amazing too. You might as well just go straight to the top. That will definitely help you sleep if you anoint yourself with that. So another roller I want to mention real quick. We do have a roller called Tranquil, which I don't have at this time. If you love that, then use that. I use the Valor so much that I just didn't really need the Tranquil. But Rutavala smells like valerian and lavender, and it's kind of, when you're not used to the fragrance of valerian at first, it can be a little overpowering, and thus I recommend using it on the bottoms of your feet and wearing socks so that you don't smell it, but it gets in your bloodstream. However, I love Rutavala now so much that I will just roll it directly on my spine. And I'll even roll it up here sometimes also. And this will definitely help you sleep. So this is another, all these things are regulating your frequency. All these things are regulating your vibration and your nervous system and your electrical system and your rhythms and your organs. And all of these things work together to help you sleep. Vetiver is another one that's a great one to have as a roller or with a dropper on it because it's real thick. A lot of people respond really well to vetiver, cedarwood, and lavender as a combination. Really, really good. And then, yeah, cedarwood. Cedarwood in the belly button, cedarwood on the forehead. And you can like wipe your forehead, and like wipe memories away, and you can like open your third eye and like trust yourself and like ground all at the same time and put the cedarwood in your belly button and then go have some, wonderful dreams. So that's some oils there that you can use to help you sleep. I've got just a few more things to share with you, and then I might have a couple minutes for questions. But please, once again, if you have not yet dropped in the comments what your favorite oil to put on your body is before you go to bed. Mine was Valor. If you could only have one oil to put on your body before you go to bed, what is it and where are you putting that oil? So now we're going to talk real quick about pain. And one more cue on digestion. So if you're needing to regulate your digestion and your digestive issues are part of what's keeping you up at night, I also recommend doing a cleanse. We have so many supplements that can help with cleansing. Oh, yeah, nice. So many supplements that can help with cleansing from Young Living. I mean, there's literally like 5 to 10 different supplements that can help with that. Because the more clean your body is, the better your body systems are running, the more naturally you're going to sleep. So I want to recommend Digest, Digest Vitality for your digestion. I keep one of these in my bedroom. Sometimes I wake up in the middle of the night and it's just not right. It's just not right. Like, I don't know what I did. It was gluten too much, or I ate sugar or something. I had pizza, whatever it was that was like not in the normal range of things. And my body's like, I know you ate some enzymes, but this ain't right. I can take a drop of Digest under my tongue in the middle of the night because I know where the bottle is. You can grab it, put a drop under my tongue. Here's a bonus about Digest. Not only does it help to regulate your belly and like fix your upset tummy and like regulate your output, it's also grounding. So all of the oils in it are like very, very earthy. So it's actually a grounding oil, and it can help you if you're feeling super nauseated ever, especially from travel sickness, or you're on a boat or whatever, or you're just like spinning. Digest can like really, really help to center you and bring you in. So Digest in the belly button, Digest under the tongue. Digest. All right. Last few things. Okay, let's talk about pain, and then we got self-care thing, and then we're done. Okay, so those oils, that. If you are in pain and you are having trouble sleeping, there are different things that can be done. One is to take CBD drops from Young Living under your tongue. You can also use the CBD topically. We have CBD rubs as well. Really, really helpful for and also for taking it during the day to reduce your overall stress level and inflammation levels. Plus, I just want to say, like, take your vitamins and supplements, take your minerals, take your turmeric. Also, all that stuff helps with inflammation, help you sleep better at night. But if you are in pain for whatever reason, I also recommend Copaiba Vitality under the tongue. I use that regularly and liberally throughout the day to help manage my pain for my neck. And so there are a few more things that you can do if you've got sciatica or you got anything, nerve pain, all that stuff. I mean, I'm not saying this is a cure-all. I'm saying these are all the tools that I use to help myself in the evening. If I'm laying there with shooting pains in my whatever, then I've got to address that. So CBD, the Copaiba, and then topically, I want to say that Panaway is pretty much my favorite oil in the whole catalog for muscle tension, for broken bones, sprains, fractures, arthritis, like anything like that. Panaway is going to help. It's a pretty spicy oil. Most people need it diluted. I don't mind it on my skin, but a lot of people will get her like a rash if they don't dilute this. So from the wintergreen. So make sure to dilute this. It's also, I'm going to put some on my knee. It's also really good for like healing stubborn things like this torn meniscus that's been torn for over a year. So I've been treating it every day now with Panaway. I'm getting really aggressive with the oils and the cold laser. So Panaway can really help you relax the muscles that hurt so you can go to sleep. So can peppermint, which is one of the free oils this month, and so can Cool Azul pain cream. I recommend this for every single person, every single customer. Every single customer needs this. Man, woman, old, young, doesn't matter. Everyone needs Cool Azul pain cream because everyone is going to sprain something. Everyone has tension in their shoulders. Everyone's got a knee problem or this problem or that problem. You need Cool Azul pain cream. This stuff helps me. I put this all over my neck and shoulders when I'm done with everything else. And because the wintergreen's kind of intense, and I'm done like smelling the nice flower oils and all those little rituals, combined with any prayer that you might do, or meditation or affirmation time, then combined with that, it's a couple hours. That's why I say turn your phone off, give yourself a couple hours to shower and do some other self-care stuff, and then so right before bed, I put this on so that it's like hot and icy, and then I'm going to lay down on my biomat, right? So Cool Azul pain cream is so amazing. And Kathy, you know what? I do too, but just buy some little tins. Buy those little silver tins. I don't have any sitting right here, but the little silver tins with the screw lids. You can buy a set of 12 on Amazon really cheap, and they're like, a quarter ounce or whatever, and you just squeeze some of the Cool Azul in there. Or the other thing that I do, which is really great, and I strongly recommend investing in this, get those pouches. You get like 1,000. I got these like purple pouches there were like 1,000 purple metallic, shiny, pretty pouches for whatever, $10. And then I got this thing that you seal it. Like you open it up and you squeeze the Cool Azul pain cream. This is how I travel too. I put my shampoo, my conditioners, everything in these little squeeze pouches. And then you can only fill it so much, and it's not that much. It's like sample sized. And then you use this, you turn on this machine, and you just go meh, like that, and it like seals it. And then it's heat sealed, and it's like sealed in there, and it keeps. So you can make your own Cool Azul samples, yeah, and then just put your own handwritten sticker on it, or a computer printed sticker that says Cool Azul, and hand them out. Or put them in tins, or get little whatevers and put them in there. So that's what I do, and everybody that I've given a sample to has bought a bottle. So Cool Azul pain cream is a winner for helping sleep, because it removes all that tension and stress like while you're sleeping. A couple of self-care practices I want to share real quickly before we complete. I kind of glossed over it, and I don't want to be weird, but I do want to say like some kind of at least self-reflection, and like again, gratitude work and affirmation work, if not some type of prayer or speaking life over yourself, or communion with God, source, in whatever way that follow, and like, then that's for you. And that's a really great time for you to just connect with yourself. If you just want to go in and like listen to yourself and be quiet, and, or maybe talk to your ancestors, ask your departed ancestors who you want to connect with to give you messages at that time. This is a nice time for that, because you're getting, ready for your rest, and your mind is opening and you're relaxing. And so, couple self-care practices I wanted to mention. One is I love our Sensation massage oil for putting on in the evening instead of a lotion, which I love my body butters, love my DIY body butters. But the Sensation lotion is so absolutely wonderful and luscious and amazing that I find it to be a really luxurious self-care experience. After I get out of the shower, if I didn't just use like a scrub or something that had oil in it, and instead of using lotion, I'll just like drip this on myself and then just like rub it in everywhere, and I'm like, feels great. I feel like a queen. And we got these little pink bottles a while back, and you can always buy these, but we got these little pink bottles a while back, and I chose to use mine to make a personal moisture blend. If you're over 45, you probably know what I'm talking about. And it's literally this is safe to use down there. And so I'm going to drop that. That's another class, but you can self-care yourself in any way you see fit, whether it's just putting the lotion on there or doing whatever you need to do, or doing more of whatever you need to do. That's all you. But that can be self-care too. So moving on to gua sha, which is a facial care regimen that you can also incorporate in the morning or the evening. This is just a body butter that I made with my girlfriend, and with Young Living oils, of course. And so I'm not going to really like go like so into the whole gua sha thing. You can go look it up. But there's like a whole system of utilizing these stones to bring your face into a more youthful appearance. And like, it really feels good to get the tension out, especially if you're a jaw clencher person. The gua sha before bed, after your shower in the evening, can help you to relax your facial muscles and can help you to relax your tension in general. And also even like your traps, if you get a bigger gua sha stone like this, they're just a few dollars at like Ross or whatever, or Amazon. You can do like, you can massage your own traps and stuff too. It doesn't have to be just your face. So, and you can use a little body butter for that, or whatever lotion, oil. Just make sure when you're doing gua sha on your face, make sure you're using an ample amount of oil or lotion, because you don't want it pulling your skin. You want it sliding freely. It's a very important point. So gua sha can be a nice way to also reduce, increase the glow of your skin, and, reduce the appearance of wrinkles and things like that. As long as it's also a self-care thing. Okay, the last little thing about self-care that I was going to say was sound healing real quick. I recommend that everyone have something in their home that they can do in the evening. My dog may not like this, but something that you can do that will help to center you in the present moment and help you feel like calm and, just calm and happy. So here I have a kalimba, and I'm a sound healer, but it's one of the things that I do professionally. And we use the crystal healing bowls, crystal sound bowls. You can pick up a Tibetan bowl or a crystal sound bowl for under $100 for a smaller one, and you can just play that for 5 minutes every night, and that helps to like attune all of your basically cells, like your entire being harmonizes with these sacred frequencies, and it helps to relieve stress and help you calm down. So this is a kalimba. This is an instrument that was created in Africa, and I use these in my my sound healing journeys. But just playing around with it, even just playing around with an instrument. Say you don't know it very well yet, but you want to learn it. You don't have to even do it right. You might just find it calming. I do. So you can find whatever instrument for yourself that helps you to feel, oh, good girl, Daisy, to help you to feel calm, and play it for 5 minutes. 5 minutes. 5 minutes. Or hum to yourself. Anyway, those are some of my best suggestions for you. And also, gratitude as you're falling asleep. Don't mull over the problems of the next day. Thank you so much. Perfectly. I did good with 3 minutes to spare. Thanks, Kathy. Don't mull over the problems of your day. Don't mull over the problems of the next day. When you have laid down to rest, that final hour, girl, make it your hour. Make it your love hour for yourself. I don't care. If you have kids, y'all need to rearrange your schedules to put your self-care first. That's it. You have to have the time in the morning. You have to have the time in the evening. And if your life doesn't look like that right now, then you have a goal. And choose one thing, at a time to add into your protocols and your schedules and your supplements, and just one thing at a time, every little day better. And if you're not going to make it all the time. I forget to pray some nights. I forget to anoint myself. Some nights I just go to bed without the diffuser on, and that's life, and that's okay. But the more this kind of stuff you can do for yourself, and I know it seems radical. You're probably like, I am not going to, who does she have 2 hours to take care of herself before bed? Like, no, you have to create this life. You have to create this life for yourself. And together we get to create this life of wellness, purpose, and abundance. So I just want to thank you again, everyone, for watching and sharing all of this information. Tag a friend below who would love to learn something that I shared today. And please, even afterwards, if you don't mind sharing with me below in the comments, maybe like what your favorite thing was that you learned today, or share with me something I didn't share. Share a supplement, a hack, a trick, a technique, a protocol, an oil combination, a diffuser blend. Share something so that when other people come to watch this video, that there's extra information for them because of the community participation. And I really appreciate that. That's the best way you can thank me. I hope you have a wonderful day, and hopefully I'll be back next month with another class, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Aloha.